Well, I guess all those spells I did must have created some sort of havoc down there at the YMCA. Oh, just kidding. You know, I would never do any sort of, like, witchcraft or any sort of ritual, right? Or any sort of spell casting to invoke harm on anyone. I would never do that. Oh, but there are witches in Port Townsend who do that. It wasn't that long ago I went to some sort of a meeting, let's just call it that. And the gals there said that, someone who, frequents the YMCA, not naming any names because I'm not really sure who they meant. They just were like, such and such and so-and-so and stuff. So apparently they have, a big old coven in the Port Townsend area. And the gal said, I said, well, what kind of spells and stuff do you guys do? And she said, oh, we only do spells when we need to. And seeing how I'm public enemy number one for the local YMCA and, certain people there, like about 100 of them or so. Well, they do their spell casting against me. And I'm a psychic, and I got my crystal balls, Oh, no pun intended. I mean, I literally do. An actual crystal ball. So, I, did a tarot reading, looked at my crystal ball, talked to my spirit guide. And I saw their faces and everything of all the people that are associated with this coven in Port Townsend that are doing spells against me in order to protect the YMCA, as if they're the good guy in the story. They're not. Equal rights is good. Being nice to 80-year-old women is good. Not being discriminating and bullying and shutting people's rights down, that would be the good guy side. So they're not in the witches or the rituals of the light. So anywho, in my vision, I saw them, putting my name on things and putting them in fires. I saw them with different black powdery stuff and, doing spells and with, the bodily, what stuff that they do. I saw that in my vision, and I saw the people's faces. And, I'm a solitary witch. I don't make no bones about it. I'm an all-faith pastor. I love spiritual stuff. I'm, what was it, Glenda, the good witch of the north? Or no, the north is anyway, I don't remember all the Wizard of Oz stuff. But, I'm a fifth-generation witch, and I'm not afraid of y'all. And so, you cast your... It's so funny because they're powerful, right? Intention's powerful, right? Darkness is powerful. Many of them might think that I'm the bad guy, but I'm certainly not. I mean, it should be pretty obvious that I'm sticking up for, I'm on the right side of the moral compass, let's just say. So when you have 100 or more people doing spell casting against you, rituals, and then trying to tell the courts that you're doing some sort of ritual against them because you channel a dragon. That's funny. Oh man, that happened to me like about 10 years ago. It was too funny. But anyway, I digress. So when you have a vision and spirit shows you all the people that are doing spell casting against you, whether you believe in that or not, people's intentions, whether they're prayers, whatever it is to send you ill will, and you do your own spell casting, or you surround yourself with the white light of the Holy Spirit, you raise your frequency, surround yourself with mirrors and just wonderful, beautiful energy, it sends their energy back to them. So if you're one person and say they're 100 and they get all that energy back, well, then you see what happened to the Port Townsend YMCA, right? It basically kind of exploded. Like the water pipes burst, the electrical stuff burst. They're going to have I think he said a minimum of $100,000 in damage. And meanwhile, they're still trying to get everybody, the entire county, to pay for a new pool, YMCA in Port Townsend, even though they discriminate. So they don't like, for example, Trump supporters. They don't like conservatives. They don't like liberals that don't agree with them. They don't like feminists. They don't like people like all the TERFs. But they want their tax dollars to build a pool for them where those people would not be welcome. So anywho, is this a public service announcement? when you monkey around with sending ill intent to someone and it comes back at you tenfold because that person, such as me, is white light, pure divine light. I am a fifth generation and way far back, more than that. You know, I mean, I believe in different timelines and all kinds of stuff, but both sides of my family, as far back as I could find stuff, you know, of witches. And it's not something to go, oh, it's negative or positive to me. It's a fact. I was a psychic as a kid. I had visions. I seen spirits as a kid, and it was never negative to me. And I've never been into darkness. I've never done anything deliberately negative to people. What I do as a light worker and a starseed is expose the darkness with the light. So if you're sending energy to me and you're of the dark and you wish me ill will, when really I'm just trying to help people, which is what I saw in my vision. I saw people connected to the Port Townsend YMCA. I flashed on the YMCA sign. I saw like 100 or more people doing spellcasting rituals against me, Reverend Crystal Cox, to send me negative energy because I stuck up for Julie Jaman. Because I stood up to Port Townsend politicians and, you know, I guess one of these covens that I heard that Libby Winstrom's part of. So, you know, just a rumor. But in this vision, I saw the people who were doing it. And I saw them connected to the YMCA. So when you send negative energy out like that, and you connect it to a building, a place, a property, your business, anything, you're going to get it back. Spirit's going to send it back to you. So make sure that you're on the right side of the moral compass. Make sure that you're obeying the divine universal laws. Make sure that in any issue you are valuing people with human rights, civil rights, constitutional rights, and that you're not on the negative dark side. Because when you stand around and you hook up with people who are of the dark, that wish ill will against someone like me that are of the light, then all that energy is going to come back at you and it's going to burst. So even if it's a massive amount of positive energy coming back to something so dark as those that were connected in my vision with the YMCA, it's going to have issues. So electrical issues, the flooding, the building issues, you know, they're just going to use this as an excuse to have more, to get more money to build a new building. But, you know, these things are still going to keep happening because they have really dark individuals connected with the local Port Townsend YMCA. And they need to clean that energy up. So I send love and light to the Port Townsend YMCA in hopes that the demons are dissolved and evaporated and sent to the light. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look on Facebook on the City of Port Townsend's post. They put about the local YMCA just had a bunch of flooding, a bunch of electrical issues. They got like $100,000 minimum damage. They're not saying what caused it. It's not freezing temperatures. So it could have been somebody left something on. It could have been, who knows? Certainly wasn't me because Judge Mindy Walker banned me from the property with an unconstitutional protective order and banned me from speaking about Libby Winstrom's nonprofit and all the people connected to those who set up and coordinated the assault on us when we spoke at Amy Seuss's press conference in support of Julie Jaman. So just know that those of you out there monkeying around with dark energy, hooked up with dark people, and getting in large groups of people, that energy, it's cosmic law. It's universal law. That energy is going to come back with a huge blast. You're not going to hurt me. I'm of pure divine light. I really do care about people. I don't care about politics in general. I care about just us. Not the just us system in Port Townsend, where they have selective prosecution and they're unconstitutional and violate civil rights every day. I care about the individual divine sovereign rights of each person. I dedicated my life as a light worker to raise the vibration of Mother Earth and her people and to expose corruption. I'm on the right side and I am of the light. Watch where you send your energy because it might come back. Goddess bless you.